We're going?
We're going?
Let's go.
Okay, hold on. I want to break an unofficial world record today.
What?
Oh.
Why does he have? Why do you?
Sorry. Is that a drone?
What are you doing? Yeah, but why?
Oh, God. Dude, I do not know if this is a good idea.
Ken's crashed the drone like 3 times in the last month. And if you crash it again,
I've just been thinking a lot, how can we take this podcast to the next level? And I think, the camera work. Imagine having the drone just filming the whole thing.
Yeah. I love that.
It won't affect audio.
No, it should be fine, honestly.
Should be good. Well, anyways, I'm going to click go fly. Let's see how this goes.
Watch this thing just zing straight into the ceiling.
I'm pretty excited now at this point.
CJ, have you ever flown the drone?
It's working.
All the time.
Look at that.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Is it recording?
Yeah, we're going.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Life Wide
Hold
Open
on, man. I got to pan
podcast.
over to you. What fucking A? I really don't fly this thing much.
All right, hey, guys, welcome back to the podcast. Thank you for listening. Today, we got our good friend Justin Hansen on. He was our second ever guest. No, second ever podcast. Yeah. First ever guest.
Sweet.
And he's back.
Yeah, a little bit breezy in the studio today. We got a high chance of blizzard here in Cormorant, Minnesota. If you look to our left here, it appears really nice and aquatic, but I promise you it's frozen on the top of that lake.
All right, and then on the other side of the podcast, no, pan that way.
Oh, my bad.
We got CJ.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Otherwise known as our drone operator, also our cameraman, and then Micah.
Small
And
Mike.
we're going to get another turn. We have Ryan's sister, Ryan's girlfriend.
Peanut Gallery.
My girlfriend, she looks like she's maybe scared for her life.
Yeah, do some tricks, bro.
Get it in there. Get it in there. Get it closer.
Hold
So it's
on,
more of an
it's trying to
interactive.
land itself. It just
Hold up.
Is someone recording this with a this with a phone? Oh, Ryan's got it.
CJ.
Wait, why is it going up?
Get it more interactive with the guest.
Yeah.
I'm trying, but it doesn't like having a ceiling 3 feet
Mark
above
looks
it.
like he could use a haircut. Let's give him a quick trim off the top.
Hey, well, it was for the.
Oh, okay.
Put it in sport mode.
All right, I got this thing in fast mode now. Oh, Jeebus. Okay, here we go, guys. You guys get to see our whole podcast setup today. There's all the more reason to watch on YouTube. Okay, I'm going to move in above the camera.
No.
This is gonna go, oh,
Yeah.
Above the camera. I got it. I'm an expert drone operator. What's up, baby? You look good. Alondra. Sydney. Aw. Okay.
All right,
Mark,
you got the camcorder right behind you.
hey,
So,
I'm going to fly this into the merch shipping operation right now.
dude, if this works,
Oh, fuck. See, I get mixed around on the sticks. Holy fuck, I'm close to the wall. I get mixed around on the sticks as far as...
it's all right. It's only sheetrock. Oh,
You're good now.
hey Ryan, maybe go get a.
Holy fudge, guys. We're really in this. We're in this.
Normally, we can't fly this thing in an open field that might have one pine tree on the other end, 200 yards away. We'll manage to crash it every single time. But CJ's manning this thing pretty good.
Dude, I'm not
right
trying to throw shit. Well, normally, there's Ken. He's got to be confused.
Spotted.
He's
Look at
spooked. Ken's spooked.
Ken had some little smart remark, and he got the hell out of it. Oh, he's gone. He's good to see him taking the trash out because he walked right past the trash this morning, put 2 things out, and he just walks right past it and goes to the shop. I'm like, you could have just taken it, dude. You have a Bronco.
So,
all right, let's go check out how these kids are doing.
look at all these bags.
This is how you monitor how people are working.
Without them knowing that you're there.
Yeah, totally inconspicuous.
Oh, fuck. I think.
Right.
Holy fuck. That was really fast.
So we got Ken's down there shipping orders from the merch shop, and he's got 4 of our younger good buddies in there working away. Oh, look, they're recording.
Ken's little sweatshop.
It looks like they're doing pretty good.
Yeah, they've shipped out.
I'm not gonna lie.
800 orders already, and it's only been about a day.
Hey. Yeah, that's right, you little shits. Get back to work.
We've got a live view of the minions.
It's kind of weird not being able to hear the hovering of the drone right now. Dude, I should be an FPV drone. I shouldn't have said that. I'm going to crash this thing now.
We should get an FPV. We've been saying that forever.
I think FPV drones,
it's
the ones
is that those
they can swoop and go around it.
All right.
No, because
should I try to bring this back up?
Actually connect. It's like a GoPro connected to the drone, so
the tilts
GoPro
with it. Yeah,
tilts with the drone.
You've seen.
And then flip over.
Oh,
but
fuck. There's lights there.
I genuinely think the FPV drones are like the future of action sports. Like the dirt bike clips with the FMX ramps they have with that. CJ, you got a big future ahead of you.
Pretty soon they're gonna be slapping full-on cameras on them.
Oh yeah,
Guys,
Are you flying it back up here?
Yeah, I just have to check for myself. If I crash this drone, don't worry, guys. We'll take it out of Ken's paycheck. Okay. Oh, that's
He's
the
the
wrong
only one.
analog
you can
stick.
hear it again now.
Actually working right now.
You guys get to see the shop like never before.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, it just buzzed the wall.
Bro, you were probably an inch away from the wall.
I got to land it back where I took it off. Just for my own like ego, I guess.
All right, don't hit the cam.
Holy shit.
I'm so impressed.
You guys, I think you just witnessed history.
I think you're right.
The first ever, let me just let it land. The first ever podcast segment filmed with a drone.
That was amazing.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
That was so cool.
I talk about entertainment. That was great.
Speaking of like first ever and like landings of sorts, Justin, you're a smart guy. Was the moon landing real?
So,
Let's just get right into it.
I don't know.
Is this not the most
Probably, yeah,
American thing ever to fake that though?
They were probably like, oh, well, the Russians made it first. Well, we'll just say that we landed on the moon, and then we'll just fake that we put a flag on it. But I think we actually did it.
Why have we never been back, or have we been back? I don't think we've been back, right?
No point.
Yeah, kind of been there, done that, I guess.
Yeah, but if you can make it there once, why would you just be like,
I'm
no point in going back?
I'm just waiting for like one of our local billionaires on planet Earth to just like open an amusement park there or something. Like, how cool would that be if there was like a roller coaster on the moon? That would be dope.
That would be dope.
I was listening to a podcast with Elon Musk, and the guy asked Elon Musk, is this Mars travel going to just be for like the uber rich and wealthy to escape Earth? And he said, no, actually the quite opposite. If you're rich, why would you want to leave and have the possibility of dying? He was saying that there's a 70% chance that he'll make it to Mars in his lifetime, but he was like, we don't even know if you can get back yet. Once you get there, you're going to be working around the clock, setting up camp. It's going to be like terrible living.
No one's going to want to do that.
talking about
Nobody's gonna wanna do it.
setting
So
up.
he was
Go there
like,
to work?
Yeah, so he was like, why would the uber rich want to go to Mars when you might die or you got to work like the entire time?
If a billionaire wanted to live somewhere super like cold, hot, and desolate, they could just live in the middle of a desert, and they don't. It's just the adventurous type where it's like, I want to be the first guy to walk on Mars. But until there's really like tons of resources or the ability to like colonize it, I don't think people are going to be on Mars for a while.
Well, speaking of colonizing land, quick announcement. Yeah. What did you do this morning, Ben? What did you sign?
Well,
your
don't
name?
tell him about that. But the other thing,
dude, you the blank
Colonizing land.
I'm not that
Where
far.
are we going with this,
Mike, I think it was yesterday morning.
What are you saying?
Shoot, dude,
He's just really.
I've been stranded at the iWorks house for the last.
Colonizing land.
Colonizing land. You just signed your name on the new land that we bought. We bought 40 acres. It's super exciting.
Right.
We only have two.
I wasn't sure if that's what you were talking
That's what
about.
I was-
or
Let's
not.
get into that actually after you talk about where you, Ryan, Alondra, and Sydney have been for the past 48 hours. You've been stranded out on Ryan's Point, as you saw in the. Well, I don't know when this podcast dropped, but when we had to go save Ryan and Jake, you guys were literally stranded out there.
Yeah, it was that road.
Ryan's
and it
sitting
just
there like he's about to.
blows over. Dude, well, Ryan's been snow blowing. I mean,
Barely made it through.
Dude, Ryan's been snow blowing for, I don't know, collectively 10 hours in the last 2 days. And
Jesus. No, you snowblowed from, what was that, 7 a.m. to 2?
Yeah, I
today?
guess, yeah.
In a big-ass tractor.
That's
Just today, yeah.
Insane. You got to pop up that picture if you saved it of how deep the snow was.
That's ridiculous.
So it wasn't even like snowing. I think it snowed an inch or two. And that road, as you guys saw in the last video or two ago, it looks like no one, it blows over for one day and it looks like no one lives there in the winter.
What would have happened if like an emergency happened? Like, let's say Micah had a heart attack.
We would have had to call you. We would have called you guys.
What, I would come and got you on my snowmobile? I suppose that's literally the only option. We don't have the Maverick with tracks anymore. Yeah.
Right. And yeah, I was just going to say the Razor
ambulance ain't getting through that shit.
That drift was 4 feet tall.
I mean, you could call it, if it was so bad, you could call a helicopter.
That's true.
man.
Heli, that'd actually be pretty badass. Besides for the heart attack part.
It'd be like 30 grand, but you could do it. Wait, health insurance now.
Yeah.
Wait, does health insurance cover helicopter
Gotta
rides?
cover that. Something.
Well, thank God we got health insurance after Ken's birthday party.
Yeah, seriously.
Those guys must. What'd you say, Ken?
Helicopter wouldn't have flown yesterday.
Oh, helicopter would
man,
fly.
what
I
would you
had
have
to
done?
drive it out there.
Yeah,
Dude, I got the trailer, and that's just, there's no way
David,
that's
I would
gonna-
have came out on my snowmobile with one of those shitty ass little plastic sleds with the little rope, and I would have just hung it
couple
behind and
ratchet
just
straps,
fucking flew with my
strap 'em down.
bouncing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we got out finally after a day and a half. Thanks to Ryan. So now, can we get to it?
Oh, yeah, the land.
The land. Yeah.
The local colonizer over here.
The local color. You know, I've just been out planting my seed. I didn't know if that's what you were like getting at, Mike.
I was like,
yeah.
I kind of thought he was saying that too. I was like,
That's what colonizing means. It doesn't mean planting flowers, man. You're like creating a community with your seed.
Ben's colonizing his new neighborhood on his 40 acres of land that he bought.
Yeah, no, so we just closed on 40 acres of land. That's if like our shop is right here and then there's like a little sliver right here where there's a house. We bought 40 acres right here. So it's pretty much right next to our shop.
Perfect. Because what are the
Yeah.
odds? Like we got so lucky. No one really sells anything around here, and for it to be right next to us, and also we got it for a good ass
guys got a
deal.
Really good
Incredible
deal.
deal.
I don't know,
Yeah, we got
like
for a
like
steal.
we literally it was up on like the market for like 2 minutes. I don't know how we just got really lucky. Someone tipped us off. I feel like it could have really ran up if we wouldn't have snagged it when we did. So
Yeah, it did. And then they did this. So if anybody out here is going to buy something that is under like there's obviously not much supply. So like the demand of trying to buy a house or a piece of property right now is huge. And so if you want to buy something really bad, put into it an acceleration clause, I believe it's called, where basically if somebody's bidding against you or making an offer on a piece of property or house as well, if you have this clause in, basically it'll take their offer and then add like $2,000 or $1,000, whatever you want to do. So then your offer immediately is just above theirs. So then the seller will just be like, well, I don't want to mess around with it too much more. They're going to offer more, 2,000 more than they did. So I'll just sell to them. That's what happened with us. So it didn't, otherwise, like if we wouldn't have had that, they would have just been like, oh, another higher offer. We'll just take that one.
isn't it nice though, you guys? Like to see a plan coming
Yes.
together and working. Like we've been making noise here for 3 years trying to get our neighbors to sell, and we finally got one down. You know, it's just a matter of time. We're gonna start weeding them out, slowly take over.
Yep.
Drive them out of town.
Yeah, it's the best, dude. I love it. I love it. Seems like the locals have been extra spicy at us lately too. So it's just great that we're kind of like planting our seed even deep. There you go, Mike. Planting our seed.
Jesus.
Yeah, we're like buying up around here. So yeah, we just closed on. We didn't want to get too excited. We haven't even looked at the place yet or explored
We're
it.
saving
at all.
that for.
From
Or
from
on
the
video,
road,
yeah.
you can like see everything that you're getting, but we have not explored it. So
Yeah,
I'm
we
excited to do that
we
on
haven't
video.
There's
been
like
around it.
woods, swamp, which normally you wouldn't want
Pond.
swamp on your land, but
Pond.
for us, we're like, fuck yeah, swamp. Like
Yeah.
we can drive through
It's-
that,
yeah,
you know?
it's perfect.
Like, yeah, so it's gonna be sweet. So you have to. I don't know if that'll be out by now, but if not, something to look forward to, I guess.
Yeah, because I mean, just to put it into comparison, like what Ben was drawing out, like what we have now is tiny compared to what that is.
We have 2 acres. We have 2 acres. Our track is built on 1 acre.
Right.
So, you know,
And
And
there's
that's our
trees on
pl-
the
that's,
other.
you know,
we'll
that
pop up a picture actually.
Yeah.
This will just put it into
comparison.
comparison. Thank you.
Put it into
Conspiracy.
Comparison.
We didn't land on the moon. It didn't happen.
We're gonna colonize our land. No, so this is what our chunk of land looks like compared to the new spot. So obviously it's a little bit of an upgrade. People are like, "What are you gonna do with it?" And we're like, "I don't know. We'll figure that out." That we got 40 fucking acres,
Gonna be
dude.
fun.
Dude, imagine
Yeah.
the pit bike track you could make on the whole
Jeez.
thing.
Okay, so then that part almost stresses me out. That means we have to love to have Rich back. That means we got to basically redo all the hard work that we just put in on the old one. Granted, we could
I feel
dial
like
it
the
in.
old one's kind of boring.
Yeah,
okay,
right.
so
Honestly, I
so
figured
that's
we
why
would
I'm
just
happy.
Start fresh,
yeah.
anyways.
Ryan
We're,
was
like,
talking
big.
about you guys could put it back in the woods where there's that
Right.
hill going up and down. That would be so sick.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Or at least part of it.
So I think, and then on the other half, we were talking about this. You know, we're gonna build a little neighborhood. We're all gonna have our houses, This is like a long-term plan.
Yeah.
All you ladies sitting over there, you're going to love to hear this. We're going to build some houses, right? Just 5 houses for all of us.
Like a cul-de-sac.
Yep, a cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
So this is going to be kind of a little colony, like a cult, some people may call it. Anyway, so we're just going to basically provide, then we'll have our kids there, and it'll be great for them because we're going to put up a bar, a strip club,
Our own.
and then what was the other one? I couldn't remember. It was a bar, strip club. What was the last thing you need? A casino.
Oh, casino, right.
Yeah. And then, like,
definitely not a school.
you know, we'll keep shit close and everything's within arm's reach, and
They'll all be homeschooled, technically.
have a great upbringing, yeah.
But they'll
All
be
right.
able to like bounce around between like the bar to the casino
love
to
that.
the strip club.
Yeah.
I just grabbed the domain and stuff for Colony Boys TV.
Oh, that's
cool.
great. Oh, hey, people are like, what are you going to do when YouTube's done? Pass it off to our kids?
They're
man.
going to be real degenerates with the upbringing they're going to have. Gambling, strip clubs, and the bar.
All the necessities.
Cormorant does need a strip club, though. Just saying, like, that place, it would pop off in the summer.
Oh my god.
All the people running around here with money.
Dude, can you imagine?
That would be great.
I don't know who
I'm
the
just
fuck's
saying,
going to dance,
I'm
but
saying-
Bad of the dancers.
we'd probably put you out there, Ben.
it'd be greasy.
That honestly, no offense to the locals. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that because I can't even think of any local that would be like, yeah, I'd love to be a stripper. We'd have to fly them in.
Might be worth the investment. I don't know. It's just another venture we could look out to.
Ridiculous visual is just like the 14 residents of Cormorant all in the strip club watching somebody who flew in from Vegas for $5,000 and like, this is the life.
Well, we'd have Ben up there, though.
Yeah, true.
We'd have him in like a little marble bag with his fucking whatever you got going on down there.
Yeah. Speaking of marble bags,
Oh, jeez.
dude,
Bro, I could, for some reason, I was imagining you in a leather print marble bag. So,
You were
Leather-
imagining him
yeah.
just like
What would
Tommy.
you-
sorry,
this
not
is where I'm
leopard.
going with this.
I meant leopard. I meant
leopard print, sure, that works too. Yeah, so there's this show that I've been watching. Actually, I just watched. I binged
All
it
of us have
last
been
night.
watching. I've been telling you to watch this for the past 2 weeks.
So good, dude. Pam and Tommy. It's
Tam
on
and Tommy.
Hulu,
Yeah.
and it's the story of Tommy Lee, who's the Motley Crue drummer, and Pamela Anderson, who is an
Yeah.
actress in Baywatch, and just like she was just like known for being hot, basically.
Yeah.
Dude, it's the craziest story.
Yeah, it's just I think it's really exciting for us because like, for one, they're doing a great job of like making the show, but also like we know who Tommy Lee is from, you know, watching The Dirt and obviously listening to Motley Crue music, but we didn't grow up in that time where we got to watch it all happen in the moment. And obviously everyone knows who Pamela Anderson is, whether you know what she looks like, you have heard the name.
You've
Like
definitely
you
heard
just
the name.
know she's like known for being hot, basically.
Yeah, dude. You mentioned you were like, dude, it was just genius of them.
Yeah,
to do
genius.
that for both of their careers.
Yeah.
But when you watch it back in the Hulu documentary or whatever you want to call it, it's like they weren't even thinking about it from like a career standpoint. They were just like
I think they're just maniacs.
they were just that crazy.
Yeah.
And it shows, dude, he was like the epitome of a rock star.
Yeah.
Like living that rock star lifestyle.
Just blowing money, drinking.
Dude, I was
Doing whatever he
I was
wanted,
watching
literally.
I was watching it thinking like no one acts like this anymore.
I feel you can't.
Yeah.
I've said it once before, but cameras,
Yeah.
you know, you'd be freaking in trouble pretty quick.
You hear stories about people back then, and it's just like, it's so much. It's just like tiers above what happens.
Yeah,
now.
because
Like,
you
hear
get
about
away
some-
with so much.
Yeah.
But think about this. They ended up kind of getting in trouble with, I mean, not necessarily, it probably helped them ultimately, but in the time, it seems like it ruins their relationship because they have this sex tape. And there's like this worker that he doesn't pay, ends up breaking into his house and stealing his safe. And in the safe, there's this sex tape. And it was like the first like viral celebrity sex tape because they put it on the internet. It was like it just happened to be like right in the pocket of time when the internet was like this thing and no one knew what it was, which it also makes the show really interesting because it's like, you know, they're like, what's the internet?
Yeah.
And then, you know, they show that and like the computers and how slow it was, but it just took off basically by storm.
Yeah, it was really interesting hearing people talk about the internet because they were scared of it. They had absolutely no idea.
Yeah.
It didn't make any sense
Didn't
to them,
understand
and
what
they
it
thought it was like useless almost, you know?
Oh.
And imagine thinking that these days, it's kind
Well,
of
I
like,
think people think the same thing about like crypto and
right,
NFTs.
right. It's kind of what people say about crypto right now.
Yeah. I think so CJ just kind of outed the show, but also
Not really.
Not really. I'm saying I think that was really important. But yeah, like how crazy is it that they didn't understand the internet at all? 1995, around when we were being born, besides Ben over here. But no, it is weird to think about. The internet was just a thing, and they're all like so intrigued by it. And now, like, imagine your life without it. Also, it wouldn't even work.
Dude, sorry.
How fitting is it that the first thing to blow up on the internet is a sex tape?
I mean,
Like,
I think it was just one of the things, but yeah,
but
it was like.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Isn't it
until
weird? Like,
Yeah, well, right. We didn't we were young, but I do remember. It's funny because like I see the computers on that show, and my dad had like a computer like that. He was like one of the first people, or not first people, but he was probably one of the early adapters to the computer. So he had this old, I think it was a Windows computer. It was white and it looked just like the ones in the show. Thing was like the biggest hunk of junk.
oh yeah.
Because he kept it for so fucking long. And just like you were saying earlier, every 5 years, it's like it's exponent. It was like back then, I swear it was like every year. Oh, yeah. So like, dude, I swear it was like 2003. And I had to deal with this like 1994 like Windows computer that had dial-up connection. And it was so slow.
It had a handle. You had to crank it.
I didn't have that, but it was so fucking slow. It was literally useless. It was complete garbage.
What was like the first things you guys used to look up on the internet or on the computer when you get access to it?
So
Probably Pamela Anderson.
do you guys remember?
Yeah.
Do you guys remember addicting games?
Oh,
yeah, that was the shit. And like
Major,
I never
dude.
could play it on my computer, but I'd go over like my friends.
I go to the library.
And
why couldn't you play it?
Because they had this fucking dial-up computer. It was
Oh,
terrible.
it wouldn't even load?
Dude, it was useless.
So, like, for the record,
You had
how
floppy
you
disks,
said
that's
you
what
had
I'd
an
use.
old computer. Dial-up doesn't make it any slower. I straight up, we had like a computer in like 2013, so it's like a new laptop, like plenty of speed and shit. We still had dial-up. We live in the country. And so I'm like, this computer sucks, dude. It's so slow. It's just like tying up the phone line, dude. I can't make a call. Who even has landlines anymore, though? So it's like thing of the past.
Isn't that crazy how far it's came in, what, 15 years?
Yeah, 15.
Yeah. So, I mean, back to the point of doubling every 2 years.
Yeah.
Landlines are fun, though.
Fuck it. We'll be on Mars tomorrow. Let's do it.
What was the first thing you ever searched up, Ben?
Dude, I was on this. Oh, do you guys remember Line Rider?
Yeah.
Line Rider. I was big on that.
People still use that today.
I was really big on it. I was in second grade and I wanted to get a pocket rocket. It was like a.
I thought you were gonna say something else.
Yeah, it was like hold on. No, it was like a no. Yeah. And then I just remember looking up like boobs.
Yeah. Dude, you want funny story? I swear to God, I don't know what grade I was in. I was young though, and the very first like bad thing I ever looked up was literally Pamela Anderson boobs.
Actually,
Nice. How full circle is that?
No
Very strange,
shit.
yeah. But yeah, I was just like a little kid. I had been fucking.
why? Like
So, yeah, I was like, did you know
'Cause
she
that was
was
like 10 years.
It's just like a
later.
name you hear.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's
yep.
just a
I
name
think-
you hear.
I'm not joking.
and-
I think mine was probably the same thing.
Yeah, it was
'Cause
just a thing.
Like,
You
people
just
would
knew.
like you heard like older people like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, Pamela
And
Anderson.
you just
And you're
type it
like,
right
this
in
girl's
on
gotta be
Google
hot.
Images.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This host,
Dude, you'd get all sweaty.
Do you think kids
you'd get all
still
sweaty.
do
You'd
that?
go to
yes.
Or do you think they just
Bro,
dive into the deep end?
Those
I
kids
wish.
probably got
I hope
way
not.
too much to look at.
Oh yeah. Accessibility is just bad for kids at this point. It's like, ugh.
Was porn still a thing though? Back like way.
I don't
way
think you
back
had
then?
videos.
Like,
I think
on-
it just had. I don't fucking know. It just seemed like images on Google Images.
Dude, I think
hot girl
you know how many
Yeah.
people, you know how many people, how many guys listening right now are probably like, yo, I did that same thing.
Everybody did. Who didn't?
yeah.
Who didn't?
That's the
Mike.
start.
Maybe Mike because he was at the library. But
What'd you do? Were you looking up boobs at the library? Mike?
no.
just
No.
right over showing.
And then printing them off, bringing them home.
I'd pay, it's like 10 cents to print off a picture.
the librarian just comes over like
Oh, what'd
looking
you
over
print?
Mike's shoulder. And he's just like, it's fine.
No, I did not do that. Dude, you can't go to the library and do any of that. Don't even just stick to the script at the library.
Just
Stick to
only
what
addicting
script?
games
This guy
at the
knows from
library.
experience.
But no, I think my first thing was MSN Messenger. Pop on there because that was way before you had a phone.
What is that?
It's I mean just a chat room, but like it was for me it was just only with my buddies.
Yeah.
Or like or girls or whatever, but like it was just like getting on Xbox now. You just get on. You guys gonna be on tonight? That's what we. Yeah,
you just
was
hop
it
on
called
and chat?
MSN Messenger?
yeah,
I thought it
just
was
an
something
online
else.
chat.
At least that's what I use.
It's
Yeah,
like
there's
it's like the
one,
modern day Discord.
It was just quick,
I
like
mean,
boom,
yeah.
boom, boom. Yeah, it was basic. It's instant messenger. I thought
modern
it was
day group chat. To be honest,
Yeah.
you could just hop in.
Because you could.
And you had to do that at the library.
I did that at home, dial up. Can you imagine? I like tied
Dial-up
up the
probably
phone
could handle
lines.
that.
Yeah, it totally could. Tied up the phone lines so that I could talk to my friends that were at school, that I talked to all day.
Yeah.
I want to be a part of it, you know?
Yeah. I was like the opposite, I guess. I never saw the value in that. But something that
right.
did work out in my favor was literally we canned our computer and got Wi-Fi right in the perfect pocket of Halo 3.
Oh,
So like I got an Xbox, had Xbox Live, and I got to play that in like the
Prime
golden age.
time.
Totally kind of off topic, but
So you got rid of your computer and then got Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
well, he got rid of that one and got a new one that could
Yeah.
work with Wi-Fi.
Yep.
With
But yeah.
man, we've came so far.
Yeah.
Halo 3 still goated though. That's probably the greatest.
I know. They shut down the servers like a month ago,
So
I saw.
sad. So sad.
But I actually started playing when we took like a slight break at the beginning of the year. I brought my Xbox One over here and like paid for Xbox Live again, got back on my old account. There was like friends that like I went to high school with. They were like playing it and I hopped in there. They were like, what the hell? Or, like, and we were all chatting and like I was playing Halo, whatever the new one is.
Halo
And
Infinite?
They played it for like, maybe. And I played that for like a fucking week and I got bored and I was like, fuck this.
I got a kick out of walking because I have to walk past CJ's office to get to mine over here, right back here. And I still think it was so funny when I'd walk by your office and I'd just see your headphones sitting there and you'd be gaming and talking. And I'm like, is CJ on live right now? Like, it was just so random to see. Yeah, you were on that kick for about a week.
Yeah, it was
Guys, CJ's playing Xbox again.
Yeah, that's
No, it was
you got
fun.
the
It was
same
fun.
vibes.
The fun part was talking to them, but honestly, it just kind of got like old because it was like, and there's nothing wrong against video games. Like I think they're fun, but I guess for me, it was like I still have stuff I need to do, and when I'm playing that, it's like I'm working at leveling up or getting this thing done, but it doesn't matter. It has nothing to do with real life.
No.
So it's like, sweet, I just got leveled up and got this new thing or whatever. That literally did not help me at all. You got to take the fucking headset off and put the controller on and then go do whatever else you're supposed to do. And it's just like, So it was hard for me, but I used to be a huge gamer. Like, fucking loved it.
Can you imagine making millions doing that?
I
as
would
like a
love that.
streamer?
That'd be great.
That's the most.
Wouldn't that
gotta be
actually sounds like the best form of income for entertainment.
I
It's
agree.
tough, though, because they have to go for so long.
Yeah, but I mean, if you
Some of them
like
do.
playing video games and you like talking, then it's.
And so
Yeah.
I think
Then
a lot
again,
of
I don't know. It's everyone's probably like, oh, I bet making YouTube videos is so easy, and then we're
Yeah,
saying here, like, I bet
exactly.
streaming
That's my
is so
point.
easy.
Yeah.
Right.
Obviously.
So I think for the people that
more
have the
than that.
personality to do it, it's good. But going back to, wouldn't it be sick to make millions? Yes. But like a lot of people, you either have to look at gaming as it's for fun,
Or
which
it's a job.
which you did. Well, it's not a job until it's a job. Like, but looking at it that way is a high risk.
Once you start
You know?
start making money at something and you rely on it as your only source of income or your main source of income, it becomes job.
Oh, for sure. Well, I'm saying
Well,
like,
and it's obviously if you love doing that more than anything in the world, it's still amazing,
still.
but it becomes job unless
yeah.
you just make a fuck ton of money right away and you get to go fuck off.
but to
is
achieve
that still as big right now?
Yeah,
I
dude.
think so.
It's huge.
Oh, yeah.
There's so many different ways of streaming. They have I was listening to Steve O's podcast and he had Andy Milonakis on. I don't know if you guys remember. Andy
I've
Milonakis.
been
yeah.
meaning to listen
He
to
used
that
to
one.
he used to have a MTV show back in like 2003 through I think 2007.
So wild.
And
good.
it ran in like the same era of Viva La Bam, and so as you can imagine, little CJ, that's like what I grew up watching. But dude, he's so fucking funny. His show had so many funny bits. It was also really weird though at times.
yeah.
But anyways, he was like one of the early pioneers. He was before YouTube. He was putting like videos online and like people
were
would like
just
download.
like YouTube.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then YouTube came out and I think he got picked up for an MTV show before YouTube was really a thing, cuz YouTube was like what, 2006 or 7.
Something
I
like
wanna
that.
say 6.
I actually don't know.
But I mean, you know, so he got picked up and got his MTV show, but he streams nowadays, and what he does is it's called IRL streaming or live streaming. And basically what it is they have this backpack on and there's like a camera above their head and they literally just fucking walk around and interact and do things
So IRL means in real life,
Doesn't
which
even
makes
show,
sense.
It doesn't show his face.
It does.
Yeah, it's like
There's-
it's
really
like this.
interesting, dude. It's been going on for a while, but
Because when he started streaming, he used to just carry his phone around, and at this point, he has like I'm not sure what it's called, but like a chronic illness or disease that makes him look and act, or no, I don't know, but look younger.
That's by choice.
Yeah. But he used to just walk around with his phone streaming his whole day for like 10 hours, 5 hours.
But Andy Milonakis has a disease that basically like when he was like 35, he looked like he was 16.
Yeah, it's something
like you
stunted his
stay.
growth.
Yeah, it's really weird, but it made for an awesome TV show because he looked like. He probably looked younger than 16, like fucking 14.
Yeah,
but he's like
really,
fat.
really young.
So he looked like this fat little 14-year-old, and they would do like these funny bits where like he would be like selling beer at like a lemonade stand, and like people would come up like, "You can't be selling this." And he's like, "Get out of town, lady!" Like he would have funny ass things that obviously a 14-year-old couldn't come up with, like funny jokes, and then. Oh God, there's so many funny
The
clips from
lemonade
there.
beer stand bit is one of the best.
Yeah.
Andy Milonakis skits ever.
He had
That's
this
so
one.
good.
He had this one. I'm gonna stop here after that, but he had this. He had this one where he's like out on the streets of New York, and he like goes up. He's like, "Hey, would you like to be in my interview?" And like they feel bad, so they're like, "Oh yeah, sure." And then they like sit down at this table, and it's like on this busy sidewalk in New York. 2 chairs. There's like this table, like a pitcher of water and 2 glasses, and they're like, "All right, what are we doing?" He's like, "Well, ask me a question." And then they'd be like, "So what are we doing out here in the cold?" And he'd just go flip the table and be like, "This interview is over," and like run off, and like the people be just sitting there in this chair like,
don't know what to do.
and they would like walk away, like just confused as fuck. And I'm gonna post that on my Instagram actually, because that was the funniest shit. Like I remember rolling on the floor, laughing at like the stuff. Like honestly, that is seriously what like
He was ahead of his time.
those type of shows
All
raised
that.
me though. Like it's so weird. Like early like or mid 2000s, early 2000s, MTV was the best.
Oh yeah.
That was like YouTube nowadays. I feel like
Yes.
you know.
I think one day ahead of now, 10 years, let's say, I think CJ could be a producer. Not could be, like, I'm not saying you would be, but I'm saying, like, yeah, like you grew up on it, and now after doing YouTube, I think you could be a producer for a
Thank you. I
really good
appreciate
show.
that. Yeah.
Or multiple good shows, but for starters, many seasons of a really good show.
Thank you.
I don't know what it
appreciate
would
that.
be, but
Yeah. On the last
It's really funny because
I've never thought about that till right now. Though,
I was
but
thinking
I
about
can see that.
the other day. I was like, God, what is like the one thing, you know, like everyone's
want-
kind of got their thing like they get to like take away from our YouTube channel. And it's like obviously you're an amazing designer. Like everyone's got traits, but it's like what's your strongest thing? And I was trying to think about that. I was like, honestly, I think maybe just producing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not necessarily like an amazing editor, but I'm like pretty good at like visualizing and making it come together on camera maybe.
Yeah, you've always had that like whatever you call it, that like 30,000 foot view of like this is what this is going to become. And I don't know, you just always have such a great way of like laying out that path of like, okay, this is how we're going to get to exactly what it needs to be. Dude,
Yeah.
when you, in the last podcast, when you guys were talking about Jackass and how you guys all grew up on like Jackass, that was, I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, man, Siege, you have always, whether you intended to or not, like you were always so good at like spotting the things that this is going to be really funny. Whether it goes good or bad, no matter what, the outcome's going to be great. And you always are so like outcome focused. You would be a great producer for.
Well, thank you, Justin.
Yeah,
I
and
really
your
appreciate
ability
that.
to push through it.
Yep.
Like the vision and then the ability to push everywhere it's needed.
Yep.
It's great.
Thank you. Appreciate that, guys. That was really nice of you to say.
Dude, you don't have to cry, dude.
I think I'm going to start.
We've gotten to the point where I think this is a good and bad thing. I think we run into this a lot where we can almost, because we've been like making the videos and editing and we kind of know like the behind the scenes of it, you almost know right away if it's going to be good or not. And like we often catch ourselves like if something's not going well, almost giving up on it and just be like, fuck it, let's just do something else. Like let's stop wasting our time. Let's think of something new. Whereas like Micah and Ryan especially are like, no, like let's just figure this out. Like
Because
we're already started. Like let's just do this. And then most times after it gets put into post production and everything, we're like, damn, this is actually fire.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like
it's
the
good
the
to have
balance
both,
of
yeah.
that. It's really good.
And yeah, it was like a lot of times those situations push for other situations that would never have happened.
It's really weird. It's kind of like after we filmed the jet ski racer, we were sitting there like, frick, we flew all the way out here and shit wasn't cheap. We filmed that video. It was probably 5 minutes worth of content.
Most of it
like
was
we
just
kind of knew.
impossible to film.
Yeah, it was just super hard, and it was kind of like, all right, that was that, and we're like, we got to make another thing out of this, but we had no connections in Miami. We really didn't have anything to do. And I was like, honestly, I feel like if we just go to the beach and we have the camera, I know some interesting characters are going to come up to us, and it literally just all happened right there in front of us.
Yeah.
Right. But even before that, I remember we're literally all four of us just walking, like, no plan, no idea what to do. And we're just like, we're not Vitaly. We're not Ross Creations. We're not Danny. We're not whoever goes to the beach and makes shit happen. But I mean, I'm sure it goes for the same for them. Like they go there until shit happens. And then it did. So that's super fun.
We were just
to
in
do.
like, if you're in a good vibe, I feel like shit just is so easy. Like I love it when we're like vibing. Like honestly, like this podcast right now, everyone's in a good mood. So it's just going really well. It's just vibing.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
we have Justin on too, because he's our boy.
Vibes.
Justin, you vibing though?
It's because it's Saturday.
I'm
Make it or
vibed out,
break
dude.
it.
I'm vibed out.
It's
I am
because it's
vibing
Saturday.
out.
How
I think.
vibe are you?
I'm pretty vibed, honestly. Like 7 out of 10 vibes.
The vibe.
Hey,
not bad.
hey, when do you guys want to grab us some Schmidt
Yeah, I was
beer?
gonna say, can we get a refill on the Schmitz?
These guys drink. Well,
Dude.
Justin. Well, actually, all of us. We just started a couple weeks ago. We switched over to Schmidt, not full time, but
Well, we found out that all of us have
New
Schmidt.
sponsorship.
Wait, do all
Schmidt.
of us?
Yeah. Yes,
our
dude.
grandparents grew up on Schmidt beer.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm-
but we also are all related to a Schmidt.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
Thank you.
me and CJ's grandpa
it's
Ron,
our duty.
Yeah.
Me and CJ's grandpa Ron, who we surprised him with the TV. CJ smashed his TV, and then we came out with a new one. Everyone loved Grandpa Ron. He's a Schmidt. That's his last name.
Thanks, homie.
Justin.
My mom was a Schmidt.
And then my mom's maiden name is Schmidt.
Yeah, dude. What? Hey, cheers.
And they make,
cheers,
and they make a
guys.
hell of a beer.
Hey, and
Cheers.
so
Yo, you think we
I'm
could get Schmidt to sponsor us?
probably maybe.
Maybe.
That'd be lit, dude.
I
That'd
know
actually be pretty detrimental to our health.
Yeah,
though.
then we have to start drinking Schmidt beer.
Oh, God.
That's what I was gonna say. So like the vibes are high because we got a big old we have a good night plan. We got a great audience out here right now, as you saw from the drone footage earlier. But on top of that, you know, like we have a fun time ahead of us. Like nothing too serious. We're gonna hop in the limo,
Bowling,
go
dude.
bowling,
we're
go to
taking
the
the
golf
limo?
I
simulator.
didn't know.
We got a case of Schmitz.
I'm gonna
and
bring
a
the
limo.
camera with just because I feel like it's gonna be
electric.
something
Dude,
will be
if
fun.
you shoot
funny.
as many strikes, so CJ shoots a
become
strike
bowlers.
that I get on video, and then he goes, "Well, video the next one. I'll get another strike." And then you're like, "Video the next one. I'll get another strike." And you took your shirt off for that one, and I was like, "I respect it." Then you get the strike, and I was like, "Do whatever you want, man." And then he takes his pants off for the next one. Doesn't get a strike
I
because he
think I went
falls face first.
I was
But
going on.
imagine if he would
did.
have.
And either way,
You gotta go
a
balls
turkey
out on the next one
is
then.
what a 3 strikes called. A turkey, not bad.
I was going
dude.
for 5.
I've never
No,
done
I got
that.
4. I got 4
Yeah,
in
you
a
got
row.
four- you got four in a row.
Oh.
And it was weird because you just
Holy.
naturally took your phone out, but then that's why I kept escalating. I was like, well, fuck, I
Yeah.
took my shirt off for that one.
It was
so
crazy.
now I
Like,
gotta
and
make
then
it
he had like
funnier.
no clothes on, and he was just flinging balls
Yep.
everywhere.
But now we got
And he was bowling
blacklisted
at the
from
same
that
time.
bowling alley. So we got to switch it up now, though.
to a
Bowling
different.
alleys.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
we got
So
blacklisted.
We're going to
Yeah,
a
I got
different one.
blacklisted from the last one.
It's
They
like,
did
you know,
not.
just take
I
your
do
pants
have
off.
I do have a slight concern though, because it's like, I mean, we fucking tear it up when it comes to golfing. When on the golf course, we tear it up. We're menaces.
Should we bring our own golf cart?
Yeah,
I don't-
probably
oh.
It's an indoor golf simulator.
That's
It's a
such a good
simulator.
video idea.
Holy
Bring in
fuck.
our golf
So
cart to
funny.
an indoor golf simulator. We got
They
it.
have
know
like
what?
double wide doors. We're like, probably, you're like in your gear. You got your clubs. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I'm going. I got the golf simulator at 6:30.
Nobody
Yeah,
steal
let's-
this.
let's do
That's
that.
good.
Just keep playing dumb too.
That's
just
so
like,
good. If we could get somebody at the wherever we go in on it, that we could get the golf
oh
cart
my
inside.
god.
Dude, yeah, I'm very excited for a golf simulator. I've never done a golf simulator before. I thought I was okay at golf because you guys you had the golfing videos. I'm like, yeah, I should get decent at golf.
So you bought a golf simulator?
Yeah, so I just built a golf simulator in my no. I went golfing. I am atrocious.
Can't be worse than me.
Micah's
It's gonna
easily
be
the
a-
worst
Dude,
golfer I've
we're
ever
gonna have to
head-
get insurance.
I didn't
on
mean to
these
interrupt.
calls.
No, head to head tonight on who can score a worse
mean,
golf simulator score.
The golf simulator is so different.
I'm just.
I don't
yeah,
really like them, for the record.
It is a little weird, but it's fun because like it's more so just chilling. Ryan and I went to one in the cities a while back.
Shout out Ryan.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ryan.
There he is, just walking in. But so yeah, that's kind of our plan for a night.
Should we have Alex hop on?
Yeah, I was
Sure.
gonna say.
Yeah.
So we got. So there was a lot of people commenting about like you should have like your girlfriends on or your dad or whoever.
So we brought
Anyways,
my girlfriend's dad.
we got my girlfriend Alex in the crowd tonight. Do you want to come? Do you want to come on up, babe?
Taking my Schmitz with
Oh,
me.
actually, no. We were gonna have CJ step out.
I just leave.
We all get up, all the girlfriends take over. That would be interesting.
That would be interesting.
I don't know if any
See where it goes.
what would be talked about.
This is a little test run, I guess, but mostly, but also keeping it casual.
You guys match though, so I like that.
Yeah,
We got sand,
he's always
desert, tan
copying
going.
me and shit.
I did that on purpose.
What's up, baby?
Oh, hello.
How's it feel?
Kind of overwhelming, but I'm glad I'm next to my Benny.
Just gotta talk right into the mic, and you're good to go.
Okay.
The subtle direction.
All right, so those of you guys that don't know, this is Alex, CJ's girlfriend.
I gotta like get used to hearing you guys through this instead of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta
Yeah,
talk
isn't it
more into
weird?
the mic, though.
And definitely hearing yourself. I mean, that's talked about all the time. Everyone's like, "Is that what I sound like?"
Yeah.
You get used to it, but not in one podcast or
Doesn't
not.
s-
in
I
one
love
video.
it, dude.
I do
I like
too.
it too. It makes you feel very immersed into the conversation.
Yes,
Like,
I
just say
agree.
something in the mic,
I
babe.
feel like a lot of girls don't like their voice though. They always.
I
say,
think
like,
a lot
"Oh,
of people
hate
say
I think
that.
I
Yeah.
think
in a
most
video."
people. I don't know if I'd say
Yeah.
that's like a girl thing. I think
Yeah.
most
Yeah.
people are once they,
what I'm
especially if
saying.
you hear it back on video, then like talking to a camera and then watching that back.
Like, ugh.
Most people are like, "Oh, I hate that," and
Yeah.
that's taken us a long time. Now
Or
we're
like
so
the
used
laugh.
to it.
I think it's.
Oh,
the laugh
yeah.
for
Well,
me.
it's
I
the
don't wanna
laugh.
on camera.
Well, the laugh is tough because if you're so into the moment, then you don't think about it, and you might just let out just the most atrocious laugh, and you listen to it back, and you're like, "Holy, is that what I sound like?"
That does happen a lot with us, like in a group.
I cut that out a lot of times editing because I'm like, dude, if I
sound
was listening
like-
to this, I
yeah.
would be like, man, these guys are fucking annoying.
Yeah.
But in the moment, we're just like hysterically laughing, and you can't help it.
That's one
I
thing
agree.
you two have in major common is the hyena laugh. And I don't say it like it's a bad thing because you guys, when you laugh really loud, high pitch, it's obviously whatever's going on is so funny.
Yeah.
I think
But
it's important, though. to
I
have
think it
that
is
in
too.
there.
And my favorite thing is that you also do this editing. I don't have this. I'm not like loud like that when I'm editing. Even if it's the funniest thing I'm just like laughing. But you guys are laughing out loud. I can hear you from your office and I can hear you from your office. And I love it because I go, of course, if it's funny.
That's the best. That's the best.
Yeah, it's always
like,
a good.
when
It's
you're riding it
reassuring.
back and you're just dying.
Ryan and I Ken are downstairs and we go, tonight's gonna be a good video.
Yeah,
it's-
usually if CJ's laughing out loud, I'll get out and this floor creaks, so it'll go,
Yeah,
and I'll be like,
yeah, you gotta
let me
watch.
see this. And the same with, I'll be laughing, I'll hear
Yeah.
CJ pop his head in. Yeah,
What are you editing right now?
that's the best. All right, so Alex, we basically just wanted to have you on here to interrogate you and make you feel incredibly uncomfortable.
Please.
I'm just
do
kidding.
not.
I'm joking.
not
I'm
ready
joking.
for
That's
that.
what she was worried about.
I was.
No, we just wanted you to come on to give. I think people are always curious what the girlfriend's
Point of view.
point of
is
view
on
and
everything.
think of. I mean, I don't know, just like everything that goes on around here.
Yeah,
And you've been a part of. How long have you guys been together?
like 3 years now.
3 years.
So-
But you were around a little bit before that even, and
Yeah.
so you've been a part of it since relatively the beginning.
So like a good question would be, like we're pretty closed off, like as far as like Ben, Micah, and like we kind of just stay here. We don't really, we don't talk to a lot of people. I don't know, like outside, like, so like what's like your friends' take on like the YouTube thing? Like, how do they, when you tell people like, oh, I'm dating a YouTuber, like how's the take?
It's really hard to explain. Honestly, I think it's really hard for you guys to explain what you guys do or like the types of videos
Yeah,
that you
hate
guys
that
do.
question. Hate that
And
question.
then amplify it by 10 when someone asks me about it because I'm like, oh, I can't explain this at all.
Really? You think it's more hard for you to explain?
Yeah, sometimes it is. Absolutely.
What do you tell people?
I just say like I kind of go like the creator route. I don't know.
You just say I'm a creator.
They're
No,
influencers. God.
I think
Okay, I don't know.
like I feel like a lot of the attention for the girlfriend or at least a significant other, oh, he's a YouTuber, and then the next question might be, they making money?
I feel like they either know who we are or they think we're bums.
Yeah.
Or they ask like, oh, do they do that full time?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah.
How does
they
that
do.
work?
So here's a funny story about this. So Alex just recently, I don't know, a month or two ago, got a new job, right? I'm not going to say where it works just for purposes of that. But anyway, so they all like go out.
Showing up to Alex's work.
Well, not even that, but just, I don't know. Anyways, they go out to this like team dinner thing, really fucking nice restaurant. Like this guy balled out. Like he treats his employees really, really, really well. But I was going to be late because I had to finish editing a video, upload it, and then drive an hour into Fargo to go. So we walk into this nice-ass restaurant. Of course, I have to, like, I barely ever dress up. So I'm, like, trying to find my dress clothes, like, throw it on. I feel like I look like shit. And I come in late.
Yeah, exactly. It was like this super, super nice dinner. And that's where it gets hard to explain because I'm just like, he literally doesn't have a choice to be late right now. Like, however long it takes him to edit a video is how long it's going to take.
Yeah, they just don't get it either. But, anyways, she had already told everyone at her work that I was like this YouTuber, and they kind of like picked up on it. Like they received it pretty well, I thought.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they all thought it was super cool, but I think they've all seen you previously, like before. But
so then I think they looked me up or whatever.
Yeah.
But so I show up and like, oh, it's just so there's the question that came up was, so you drove a car through the car wash today or something like that, or I don't know what, and I was just like, God damn it, like the fucking worst example of like what kind of content we make.
Yeah.
I was like, God damn it, like it just sounded so like stupid.
yeah,
So stupid the way they were like
Could feel
asking,
that.
and then they were like, the guy goes, well, tell me more, you know, like because they were interested. So I try to explain, and I don't know why. It was like the one time in my life I got nervous, and she even noticed.
You did get very
I got
nervous.
nervous, like I could feel my face getting red, and I just did a god awful job of explaining what we do here.
What did you say?
I don't fucking know. I blacked out. I rambled
That
on.
nervous.
He absolutely blacked out. I've never seen him like be so timid of explaining what he does or like how how he does it, and he got really nervous. I don't know why. But then again, it was like something that was so new to me too.
So I get done like telling all these people whatever the fuck I was jabbing on about, and then I come back to earth and I look around and I'm like, everyone's got an even more confused face on, and it was just quiet.
Oh shit, dude!
God damn it, dude.
Okay, yeah, it was pretty funny.
God damn it.
But yeah, I've
And
never
it's
seen
like
you get nervous.
of course, you were trying to be respectful on one, but it was a guy that you weren't necessarily trying to impress.
No, I was just
You
trying
were
to blend in.
be
My whole
cordial.
goal
that
night was to blend in. I wasn't even going to talk. I was going to
just
shut my
no-
mouth
Guys,
and sit there
good
and
to be
eat.
here.
How do you? Yeah, I mean, how do you explain it for most people to one, make sense of, but two, respect in the slightest way
it's not
without
very
coming
noble.
off like a total asshole and just be like, yeah, we got this many subscribers
Right.
and all this shit.
They literally
there's
have
no
to
way to
watch
do
the
that.
video.
You have to watch the video
Yes.
and get the. That's the other thing is people don't get it without watching it because they don't know the dynamic.
Yes.
And they don't know that
Exactly.
we're not just
It's more like a group of friends and the
taking
camaraderie.
a car through the car wash, just do it.
Yeah.
Like that's our big stunt. Like it's like no, there's a storyline behind it. Ken, who's one of the members, that you will not understand within the first 40 episodes. You have to watch like 100 to even understand the guy.
No, for
And
sure.
then like it's just not. I don't know. It's
And I
so
did a
hard.
terrible
I hate
job of
that
explaining
question.
it because I was trying to just keep it as simple as possible. And yeah, it was pretty embarrassing.
And
not gonna
what'd
lie.
you do, Alex? Were you just there like?
She was just like this.
I honestly just
Yeah, I
started
mean, what else do
drinking
you
my
do?
espresso martini so quick because I was like, oh my gosh, I've never seen him get nervous before.
So now what though? Do they understand it? Do they watch it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Literally, I think as soon as someone, like even anyone that I talk to, like about like my boyfriend or things like that, and they don't know like who he is or what like you guys do, as soon as like they watch a video or something, then it like clicks in their head. They're like, oh, like they're YouTubers.
Right. I like that. I think usually it does take like one video.
But yeah, I think it's really hard for people to understand that you guys do it full time.
It's so
The same
weird to
thing with
think,
like
though,
your
because-
dad too. I feel like
Yeah.
at the start,
Yeah.
god damn, they were so confused.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
They literally thought I didn't have a job.
I think any parent right away would just be like, okay, what does he do? Like,
Yeah.
what kind of
My
job?
mom
is
thought
that?
I didn't
Does
have a
he
job, I
like,
don't think.
any, like, can he make a
Her mom?
living?
Yeah. They just thought I was fucking around. Like this was just something we did for fun.
Yeah.
And it's like
But not like now you're saying, but at,
no,
Yeah.
now
Okay.
they understand. But you know,
Yeah.
it's hard, I think, for people to perceive.
All right, I got something so crazy right now for Alex.
Oh my god.
It's more
Wasn't
bad for
expecting it
no,
from
it's
you.
more bad for me than it is for you. My face is
Okay.
gonna get so red. All right, so I don't follow Alex on Instagram,
That is rude.
right? But I think it is rude. I promise you, it's rude. So I think at one point you followed me, and I think you unfollowed me, which I was happy about. So to preface the story, I don't know if I followed you before. Like I know a follow is whatever, a big deal, like not a big deal. But anyway, I feel so bad about it. My ex-girlfriend had a little bit of beef with you.
Mike, where the fuck is this going?
I guess what I'm saying is
Keep
it's
going.
like,
I'm interested. I'm interested.
Oh no.
like I I'm not gonna preface it, but like I think at one point I unfollowed you because I think at one point I did follow you. Anyway,
Oh, she straight up made you unfollow
I don't
her?
think
that's why
the-
she's your ex-girlfriend.
I don't think that's the case. But anyway, I don't follow Alex, and I haven't for a long time, and I felt really bad about it. So it's like, well, why don't you just randomly follow her? But at that point, when I noticed it was like too late, and so it's like, well, why don't you just randomly follow her? So I was waiting for like a funny time like this, not particularly for this moment.
You're gonna follow me.
Yes, I'm gonna follow you, of
Thank
course.
you. I really
You don't even have to
appreciate it.
follow me back.
Can you imagine if we were just sitting here and I had my phone out and it just said Micah Salmon followed you?
Oh, you
I'd
wait,
be like,
you still don't
No.
follow him?
It's not right. I think she unfollowed me, but I'm
Oh.
saying for good reason. I'm sure she came across me one day and goes, "Damn, Micah doesn't follow me," and then like unfollowed me.
Did
yeah,
you know
maybe
that?
I did that.
Did you know he didn't follow you?
I don't
just
remember
say you
that.
know.
No, I didn't. Yeah, I know.
Oh, you do know.
No, say I was
Oh,
like,
you
say
didn't
you
know?
know. I want.
Hold up. Do you know or not? I'm so
No.
confused.
I don't know.
Oh, you didn't know.
Who gives a fuck about what we
Anyway.
follow anyway?
So you
But-
didn't know.
honestly.
That's what I'm getting at. Like a follow is a follow, but I'm saying in our group, like I felt so bad, but I noticed this like 6 to 7 months ago.
Yeah,
And I
it's
was like,
okay.
It is kind of like a
Damn.
big family.
forgive you.
Like,
Yeah,
like it's
that's
like you
what I'm
got
getting.
all of
Thank you.
us because we always have to be together, and then you got like the
Feels so
girlfriends
much
that come
better.
in, and then I mean, for the most part, they're all friends.
It's a
I
weight
mean,
off
at least
your
the,
shoulders.
the group right
Big
now is,
confession.
but
Well, dude, there's been a couple renditions of the
The family.
that have not meshed,
yeah,
to say it lightly.
yeah.
That was honestly pretty entertaining.
That was a confession. That was
I
really
feel
funny.
I
All
feel
right,
red.
glad we cleared the air there.
Thanks.
I was super mad about
I
it.
felt a little tension there. So is it hard dating CJ, being that he's an idiot and all?
It's a challenge when it comes to like scheduling and things like that. But honestly, it's the moms. Like moms love my boyfriend. Honestly, that's hard.
Yeah,
Like, have you guys ever seen this guy at a bar and moms come around?
I have.
They love him.
He's a mommy magnet.
So yeah, definitely the biggest challenge I would say is, the moms.
I think that's a good thing.
Are you
Like,
worried?
there could be
it's a good
worse
thing.
challenges,
yes,
but
absolutely.
I'm not gonna disagree.
Does
Yep.
that worry you?
Clear. Oh, I was like clearly a little bit.
Yeah.
That
but,
She has
you
nothing
know?
to worry about.
That doesn't worry you?
I mean, sometimes they are really hot moms.
That doesn't matter though.
No, it does not worry me.
No, but actually though, besides for the moms.
I would say a lot of people probably, again, don't really get like the schedule thing. Like you guys can't make it to like a lot of your girlfriends' like family events sometimes, or, certain, I don't know, events or holidays. I think that is definitely a big one. Like whether it's Thanksgiving or Christmas, like you guys aren't able to just like come to all of like our family like dinners
think
and things like that. And it can be really hard.
I think what you're saying also is just like we're always got to be ready at like the drop of a dime.
Yeah.
Like you might be like, oh, we got like an opportunity to film this really quick. Like for example, back to Miami, like we found out and literally an hour later scheduled the plane ticket or the flights and left the next hour. It was
Yeah.
like she thought I was coming home that night. And then nope, I'm going to Miami.
Yeah, exactly. So it can be a challenge. Like
Why?
But at
Because
the same time-
it's like so you feel like in the dark, or why is that?
I think it's
challenging?
just probably hard.
I don't know. Sometimes when like plans change really quick, it can feel overwhelming or something. When he was just like,
Yeah.
"Oh, we're gonna go to Florida tonight," I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, like that's a bummer. But like, of course, I know that like it's for a video, so I totally get that. But right away when like we first started dating, it can be really hard to like grasp that and like just be like, oh, okay, like this is how his schedule's gonna work, and it's gonna be all over the place. And I like, you know, am supposed to be like supportive of it, but like now it's much easier to just kind of like go with the flow.
It's probably especially because like where we're at, it's like everyone kind of has a pretty set in stone schedule like around our neck of the woods, like
Yeah.
you know, so most people have like they come home at 5:30 and like we watch we make dinner and then we watch TV and go to bed, you know.
Yeah.
So
or
everyone else
easier
is
to like
doing
plan
that.
a vacation together like as a couple or things like that, but like all of you guys have to kind of figure that out, you know. So I would say that can be a challenge.
What is like your first thoughts when we first started dating? You know, you like started coming around. Were you just
Also,
like, what the fuck is
Yeah,
going
that
on?
kind
Why
of
are they the
wanna
C-boys?
I want to preface that me and Alex have known each other since I was like 8 years old, and you were like 12.
We have a
like,
picture of you, like, as a
we were like
baby surfing
little
together.
kids, and we've known each other for so long. So then the fact that we kind of obviously you went to college, and because she was friends with my sister, and we like kind of, you know, didn't see each other forever. And then you started talking to CJ, my cousin and business partner, and you like just started hanging around us. I was like, Alex Anchor?
It was honestly so weird because
it's
CJ
just
and
so
I like,
random.
were so close, like friend groups wise, but like we had never hung out or like met each other or things like that. And so it was kind of actually weird when we met. And
I saw her at a bar and I
the
walked
Monster
up.
Jam.
Yep. And I asked him actually on our first date on a party bus with all of my friends. So
And he came wearing baggy dress clothes.
and
I know
he
it's hilarious.
continued
Couldn't
to
fucking
see
find my
me,
dress
so-
clothes, dude.
So he was wearing his dad.
I was wearing like literally the fucking worst.
Absolutely bring up a photo right now. You need to see this
Pop
baggy.
it up.
Wearing your dad's, yeah.
Dude,
baggy,
well,
dude.
for one, how much that sucked. Like, I'm sitting here. It was back when we print our own shirts, and she asked me to go on this party bus. Cold called me up, and I was like, I mean, yeah, sure. She's hot. Like, I'll come with. So like, I like, and then I don't hear anything from her for like the next full day, and then it's like I was supposed to meet her at like 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock, and I'm still printing shirts. I texted her in the middle of the day. You didn't respond, so I was like, oh, maybe we're not doing it anymore. Whatever. I'll just keep working. And then you text me when I got like an hour to be there, and I'm already an hour away from Fargo. So like, I was like, God damn it. Drop everything, hop in the car, speed all the way to town. Can't find my fucking dress clothes. Throw my dad's on. And I show up. I don't know who the fuck dresses up for a party bus, but I'm like, who
It was
who
considered
are
a
these
prom
kids?
party bus.
Well, they were like men and women, but who are these guys? They must be some high class people. So I show up in like literally the worst dress clothes ever. I look like shit compared to everyone
was
else.
so
I didn't know how to
big.
tie a tie. I know how to tie a tie now, but I didn't know how to fucking tie a tie. So I just like, fuck it. We're running it without. And yeah, I mean, it still worked out, I guess, in my favor. But
I think
Yep.
so. I think it did.
Yeah, it did.
But I mean, and I know you spoke on one podcast about this, but we originally, I just remember it so vividly for some reason. Like, it was one of my core memories. We're at the Fargo Dome, big arena in Fargo, and it was cold, and you were trying to film a video bit, and you go, man, should I call this girl that I've kind of
met
been
her
talking
That's
to?
kind of where it started.
I just met you at like a bar like the weekend before, and you were wearing this like fur coat, and you had your nails done, like very like, you know, done up. And I was like, man, that girl would hate coming to Monster Jam. I should invite her. That would be a funny bit. So I like tried inviting you to like get you to come like an hour before, and then she's like,
It didn't work
I
out.
can't swing
Yeah,
it. But it would have
I
been
couldn't
amazing.
come,
Imagine like.
But
And I wasn't even planning on dating you.
would've
I was
got-
just like,
she
I'm
would've
gonna
got-
bring her here, and it's gonna be a funny ass bit.
Yeah,
It's
you-
gonna
Until
and-
be-
she gets swooped up by the grave digger.
yeah.
No, I would have, but my hair was like kind of greasy.
Oh,
I
that's
remember-
why you didn't go?
No, yeah, 100%. Otherwise, I would have said
She would've
yes.
came
Yeah, I think
Monster
it
Jam.
was.
Yeah.
We just asked, like, I mean,
Greasy.
do
Like, I
it.
needed a shower, Ben. Like sometimes girls' hair, like
Ben's
gets
like,
greasy.
Imagine
how
how
do you get
legendary that
greasy
would've
hair?
Imagine how legendary that would have been if we could have been like, yeah, our first date, CJ took me to Monster Jam.
It would have been.
So
And it
fucking
would've
funny.
happened. It
So
would've
funny.
Yeah, but it's still funny that you asked me.
Yeah, I guess.
You,
Still
and you did.
kind
I
of
remember you
counts.
like calling her.
Yeah, you did call me.
Yeah, I
I
was,
remember
like,
standing in my
frantically-
kitchen, being like,
Monster Jam.
"This is weird. Why?"
That you thought
And
it
then,
was weird?
No, and then I also took it obviously insulting because I was like, "Oh, this guy invited me on this date just to like make a fool out of me because he knows that I would like maybe look out of character or something.
Oh, you knew that?
Because you
Out
did
of
say
place,
we're going to be
yes.
filming.
I mean, that was
Exactly.
kind of my goal,
How
but I didn't know
totally.
you at the time.
I knew
You
why
just
you were doing
appeared.
it.
You just
Oh,
appeared
man.
like you shouldn't be there at Monster Jam.
Yes.
It would have been funny.
I love the honesty.
Yeah, it would
Like,
have been
yeah.
amazing.
Could
Yeah.
you see yourself, Alex, ever becoming more of like a character in our videos?
Absolutely not. No, I'm not as creative as you guys.
You don't have
You
to.
don't
be.
have to be. You're just the character.
You just get involved, whether you like it or not. Just like Mark and Tint and Ken.
Yeah,
he doesn't
Ken.
want to do this.
I've had a
We just
couple
keep-
people
You
come
think
up
he
to
wants
making
me.
them a part
you
of
think
it.
he wants to be here?
I've had a couple people come up to me, like girls, and say like that I'm funny, but I think it's just funny because like in most bits that I am in the videos, it's like me being mad or something.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
And
that
I
one
mean,
time when you
Oh,
put chicken
well, you
in
guys
your
tell the
boyfriend's room.
story really well, too.
Yeah.
You know, like, yeah.
One time, I put chickens and goats
I mean, it's chickens.
in the boys' new house. If you saw the video, they were mad, but they thought it was funny. More funny than mad. Alex was like 99% mad, 1% funny.
I was mad because I cleaned.
She was in tears.
I cleaned
Not happy.
the day before,
It was
right? He had
scary.
just like you guys had
She
just
spent a
bought the
full
house.
day cleaning.
Yeah, and I spent a full day cleaning. I'm not kidding you. I wiped the walls. Like that's
Everything.
She was
That's how
working
I
really,
I-
really hard.
I re-wiped them.
and
yeah, I mean, you guys cleaned up. But
I remember walking in the house and I was so mad. I left and like I cried, and then it like has like a shot in the video of me like peeling
Standing
out
in
of the
the-
driveway.
yeah.
Well,
and
I
everyone
guess
was
that's
like,
that.
everyone thought like for sure it was fake, and I was like, no, like I was very mad, and I was absolutely over it.
I saw Alex when I was going back to the house, and she was doing a solid 70 miles an hour down our like 30-mile-an-hour road.
Well, Ken, don't incriminate her.
Allegedly. So I was like, okay, something's up here.
I wasn't mad until she was mad, and then
Yeah.
she was mad, and I was like, God damn it, you guys just pissed off my girlfriend.
Yeah, exactly. I remember that. Yep.
I cleaned it though.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, it
you
was all
did.
cool.
You washed the carpets and everything, and I appreciate
Well, I didn't go
that.
that far, but
And
yeah.
well, you blocked off the bathroom. I think I was mad because I envisioned chickens crawling over like
Yeah.
the bathtub and like the sink and everything, and I think that's what like really just
Yeah.
made me mad. But then you were nice enough to block off the bathroom, so that was good.
What can I say?
Yeah.
Right. That was, now it's down in history.
Yep.
Pretty sure someone put it in their book.
Yeah, but
Best-
again,
best
You know,
prank.
I don't know
dude.
what book, but somebody book.
definitely
prank.
something that a lot of girlfriends don't go through. So
Right.
you know, it's different. But
Did
now
did
I've
you?
learned to definitely go with the flow, and like it's just all part of it, and most of it is really fun. So
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Most
Yeah,
of
you get
it.
to have a fun time. Isn't it fun dating someone
no, it is.
where you never know what's gonna happen next?
It is.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you take the good with the bad,
Right.
but obviously it's got to be more good.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Right,
I
it's
mean,
gotta
it's
be,
fun.
right?
Yeah.
Can you imagine going back to a like
No, I already know what you're gonna say. Like a 9 to 5 guy.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, I don't know.
Wouldn't it? It'd probably be nice in some aspects, don't get me wrong. But so
No, it's so fun hanging out with all of you guys, and I don't know, like I see all of you as like my close friends now, and I get very like protective over you guys and like your channel and like things like that. I don't know. I think I've definitely gotten protective
invested.
over it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. You're invested.
Because I see how hard you guys work. And so, like, yeah, if someone uses the word like stunt or like, for instance, like, oh, they're stupid not stupid videos, but like they're
Doing
stupid ideas,
stupid
like
stuff.
crazy ideas. I'm like, no, you guys don't understand like how much thought went into that video, or like how many outcomes like they had to like think about, like, okay, like if we do this, if we do that, you know.
Well,
so
thank you. Thank you.
thanks,
Yeah, it's
Alex.
cool to hear from
Yeah.
you because
it is
you're
nice to hear.
you're one of the, 10 people that really see it, maybe less, I'd say.
Exactly. So there's so much thinking, and yeah, people think that like when you guys do jumps or something, it's just winging it, but it's very calculated, I would say.
Well, I don't know if I'd go.
Okay, not calculated, but you guys.
I don't
think
know if I'd
about
go
it.
jumps.
Yeah. So I definitely find myself getting protective over, people saying things about your videos if it's ever negative. Not that it is, but
Ah, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
That is nice to hear, actually.
Yeah. It is.
Well, we got to get bowling. So
Yeah, we do.
sorry
We
to
have
cut the
reservation.
podcast early.
Oh yeah, shit. We gotta leave. Literally 1 minute. That's true. Did you fire the limo up?
Oh,
Oh, let's go,
amazing.
baby.
So, Alex, seriously, thanks
Thank
for
you for
coming
coming
on.
on.
Like, I know, my face got a little red. I don't know.
Oh, wait. I have
Whoa,
one more
whoa,
question.
whoa,
Last question. Last
whoa.
question.
Jeez,
What Did you watch a YouTube video of ours before you started dating?
No,
me?
I didn't. And everyone finds this shocking. I still remember not like barely watching your guys' videos.
I feel like
when we first
normally,
started
like
dating.
if someone starts like potentially talking to someone, they like scope them out on social media. I have a hard time believing that.
No, I feel really mean. Obviously, Instagram, like we follow each other on Instagram, but I'm not kidding you. I remember when we first started seeing each other, and I didn't watch the videos. I don't know why.
That might have been better.
Yeah, I think probably why it worked out.
You were never just like, maybe I'm not doing anything for 15 minutes. I'll watch what this guy is all about. That's funny, actually.
I don't know. Yeah.
All right, we got to go.
We're going bowling.
Those Schmitz are hitting.
My brain just quit.
Yeah.
All right, we got 6:30 tea time at the golf simulator.
All right,
We're not bringing the golf cart this time, but next time we are.
Yeah, that's a great
an
idea.
Amazing idea.
I love
Justin,
that.
thank you for coming on.
Yeah,
Alex,
thank you, Justin.
Thank you for coming
Baby,
on.
I love you.
Everyone
All right.
listening, thanks for the support on the merch drop. Appreciate that.
True.
Subscribe, like, mostly subscribe to the podcast, and we'll see you next time.
And tell your local Steve you love him.
Oh my gosh.